Hi everybody, welcome to Fun Friday. We are having a fun Friday about milk today. Interesting fun Friday, I know. I am Miss Penny with the Marengo-Union Library and I am going to do some milk experiments with you. So we are going to, first off, we need some milk. Doesn't matter what kind, I have 1% here, but if you want to experiment, which is what this is about, get some different kinds of milk and you can see what kinds of different experiments you can do with the milk. Then we have some baking soda, food coloring, the liquid kind. This is dish soap. I have a cotton swab. I have some vinegar. And I have this paper towel, which I'm going to experiment with because I saw an experiment. The experiment used a washcloth, but I'm going to try it with a paper towel and see if it works because it's an experiment. And so we're going to try it because we're experimenting together on this Fun Friday. All I really did with it, just so that you guys know, is I just kind of rolled it up because, okay, just because. All right, so we're going to take our milk and we are going to, oh, also, FYI, I have this pan to help catch the mess and this pan to put my milk into for the fun, okay? So I'm gonna take my milk and pour it into the shallow pan. You actually don't really need a lot. I probably put way more than I needed. That's okay. All right, so I put my milk in there. Now, this is the fun. You get to take your food coloring. Oh gosh, if you don't spill it all over. Choose some colors or one color, whatever you want to do. And just kind of put some dots in there. Put some dots around, blue, blue, blue. Try and make a rainbow. I'm not trying to make a rainbow, I'm just putting random dots because that's what I want to do. This is a different shade of blue. Okay, then we'll put some pink. Oh, the pink's coming out fast. All right, how about, this could be yellow and it could be orange. I think it's yellow though. We'll find out, maybe. And I'm gonna put some green, which I think I'm moving a little quick because some of these are, ooh, that's a purple. It's not even pink, it's purple. Okay guys, here comes the fun. Now, ooh, what should we do first? Ooh, this is such a hard decision. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do first. I'm gonna use the cotton swab. I am going to dip the cotton swab into the dish soap. It is covered in dish soap and dip it into, is that not the most awesome thing in the world? Let's move it over here and see what happens. Ooh, nothing, nothing. Oh, so this one swab, oh, did you see that was like a bubble? This one swab moved the food dye. I'm gonna dip it again and try it again, just to see if anything happens. This one swab moved all this. Oh, I just got my rainbow milk, guys. That's really cool. Where can I put this? In the messy bin, right? All right, so what did you notice about that? Right, the colors just kind of went around, right? They kind of like whoosh. What happened when you put the cotton swab into that milk? That's what happened, right? The colors just went whoo. Why do you think that happened? Okay, that's possible. You're right. That's a good answer. You guys are smart kids. Yes. All right. Well, why do you think it stopped moving around after a certain amount of time? And I'm gonna just add some colors while you're thinking of some answers because I want to try one more. I want to try it with that paper towel trick. All right. And what other kinds of things did you observe of my project while I was doing it? And hopefully you guys are able to do this at home because it's so much fun to be able to do by yourselves. Okay, so let me try this one trick and then I will explain a little bit to you here. Okay, so I'm taking my paper towel, which the directions said to use a washcloth, so really we're experimenting, okay? I'm going to dip my paper towel into the soap. See? Let's see what happens now. Now I'm going to dip this into it. Let's see. Nothing happened, guys. Oh, although my milk is turning like purple. Look, there's nothing moving. I wonder if anybody could come up with reasons why. Although, look at my paper towel. Okay, I'm just going to let it sit there for a minute. So, milk is mostly water, but it also contains vitamins, minerals, proteins, and tiny droplets of fat suspended in solution. Fats and proteins are sensitive to changes in the surrounding solution, which is the milk. Look, it's going up and it's making a rainbow. Well, maybe if I use different colors, but it is. It's kind of making a rainbow out of the paper towel, which is actually really cool. So the secret of the bursting of the colors is in the chemistry of that tiny drop of soap. Like the other oils, milk fat is a non-polar molecule, and that means that it doesn't dissolve in water. When soap is mixed in, however, hold on a second, guys, because I'm really enjoying how this looks. It really is neat. I'm really liking this. Okay, when soap is mixed in, however, the non-polar portion of molecules, which is soap structures in the solution, they break up and they collect the non-polar fat molecules. Are you guys keeping up with me here? Then the polar surface of the, I'm going to say hydrophilic, okay, connects to a polar water molecule with the fat held inside the soap. I'm not sure how to say this word, guys, so I'm going to say micelle. I probably should have looked this up before I recorded this video, but if you know the word, you can feel free to call in and let me know, or email me with the correct way to say it. But anyway, thanks to the soap connection, literally the non-polar fat can then be carried by the polar water, and this is when the fun begins. The molecules of fat bend, roll, twist, and contort in all directions as the soap molecules race around to join up with fat molecules. During all this fat molecule gymnastics, the food coloring molecules are bumped and shoved everywhere. And you saw that as it was all moving. This milk is really pretty actually right now. And this was providing an easy way to observe all the invisible activity. As the soap becomes evenly mixed with the milk, the action slows down and eventually stops, which we saw happen here. Happened pretty quickly too, didn't it? This is why the milk with a higher fat content produces a better explosion of color. There's just more fat to combine with all those soap molecules. So this, guys, is why 1% milk goes pretty quickly with your explosion. So if you were to use whole milk, this would probably go a lot longer. You would have a lot more explosion with your colors. So yeah, so other things that you can do is you can try adding another drop of soap to see if there's any more movement, which we did, right? And there wasn't. It didn't go anymore. And if there was, then you discovered that there are still fat molecules, but we discovered in ours that there wasn't, right? So you guys try this at home. Try it with different kinds of milk and see what you guys can do. Try doing this with like water instead of milk, because this is like an experiment, so you get to like try different things. Okay, so try it with water instead of milk and see if you get the same eruption of color, or what kind of milk you think uses the best, produces the best swirling. So this was 1%. There is skim 1%, 2%. There's whole milk, and see if you can remember all these scientific words that I taught you for the answer of why whichever milk you've decided works the best does work the best. And these are the kinds of things that work really great in a science fair, guys. This would be a great science fair experiment. You guys can have fun with that, but in the meantime, we're going to move on to one more. We are going to turn this into an explosion. So let's get started. Now, something about this explosion I will explain to you, and I'm going to try not to make it too long, guys, but what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to add some baking soda to our milk, okay? Because we're experimenting, why not, right? Now, I know that we have done like baking soda and vinegar. We've done things like that here at the library, and I'm sure that we've done things like that. Ooh, it's turning my milk purple. We've done things like that at home. I know we've sent stuff like that home. And, well, I should have brought myself a dropper, but I didn't, so I'm just going to pour my vinegar in when I'm ready. But we have done this type of explosion with water. We've never done it with milk. We're about to see what happens. I just added baking soda to this milk, and I'm about to add vinegar. Ready? Aim. Fire. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, yeah. There it goes. And this is why I'm using this tin. See? Ooh, I can smell that vinegar. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's an explanation for this. Okay, how hungry are you? When you get home from a busy day at school, are you starving, ravenous, famished? Those are just a few of the adjectives that you might use to describe your hunger pains when you burst through that front door. Instead of starting on your homework, the first stop that you might do is open that refrigerator door. If you've ever searched the refrigerator for food after school, you may have noticed that it usually contains all sorts of other items that don't make a very good after-school snack. The door full of condiments contains items that usually are only good if they're added to something else. You're also likely to find other items that are used in the cooking process, such as vinegar. For example, mixing those two ingredients will get you a reaction. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I didn't even give you two ingredients. I only said vinegar and condiments. Anyway, so you might also find a box of baking soda. Now I gave you two ingredients, which we have used in here, haven't we? Look at, this is so cool. Purple bubbles. I have made purple bubbles. All right, and the baking soda is intended to absorb odors in your refrigerator. So if you see baking soda in your fridge, that's probably why it's there. Helps take those odors. Okay, if you can't find edible food, you might be tempted to think of your own concoction with some of the things that you find inside. Before you become a mad scientist in the kitchen, though, you should know that some of those things might not be a tasty treat. Take baking soda and vinegar, for example. Mixing these two, look at these. Would you eat this? I don't know if I'd eat that. It's pretty and it's fun. I don't know if I'd eat it, though. They get you a reaction, doesn't taste good. In the right amounts and containers, the mixtures can even be downright explosive. Baking soda and vinegar react chemically because one is a base and the other is an acid. Baking soda is a basic compound called sodium bicarbonate. Yes, big word. Using a lot of big science words, guys. Okay, vinegar is a diluted solution that contains acetic acid. The baking soda and vinegar reaction is actually two. I said two, but I put 4 fingers up. 2 separate reactions. The first reaction is the acid-base reaction. When vinegar and baking soda are first mixed together, hydrogen ions in the vinegar react with the sodium and bicarbonate ions in the baking soda. The result of this initial reaction is two chemicals, carbonic acid and sodium acetate. Okay. So you guys are getting quite a science lesson today with this Fun Friday. But in the meantime, you got to have fun doing your Fun Friday, right? I'm going to see what happens if I add more vinegar. See if it explodes some more. There it goes. Yay, it's going up some more. Okay. The second reaction is a decomposition reaction. The carbonic acid formed as a result of the first reaction immediately begins to decompose into water and carbon dioxide gas. Gas, I said gas, I know, I'm sure you're all laughing right now. Just like carbon dioxide bubbles in a carbonated drink like soda pop. The carbon dioxide that formed as the carbonic acid decomposed rises to the top of the mixture, and this creates the bubbles. Bubbles. Yeah, ooh, there's a little green piece. Aha, there's a little green piece in my purple. Okay, this creates the bubbles and foam that you see when you mix the baking soda and the vinegar. I wonder how pretty this will look if we add a little bit of, ooh, it just drips to the bottom. I thought it would stay at the top. It didn't. Let me see. Let me see what happens if I put a drop in and then just kind of swirl it a little bit. Oh yeah, do you see? Okay, that's pretty. So not only do we have now cool bubbles, but now we put like a little swirly poo in there. Ooh, that wasn't a good thing to say. We just put a little swirly in there. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is so fun, guys. Look how pretty that is. All right, one more time with the vinegar, and our project is, our Fun Friday is complete. Let's see. Come on, bubbles. Oh, I used my spoon. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Because this is an experiment, I can do this. There we go. Come on, mix, mix, mix. Oh, yeah. Do you see it overflowing into this lovely tin that's catching it all? I love it. Okay, everybody. Fun Friday is complete. We learned about colorful and exploding milk. We made this beautiful, colorful mess. I hope you try it at home because it actually is fun. Just make sure that you have this nice tray to catch your mess, or do it outside, guys. Clean up after yourself. Learn something in the process of having fun. Bye, everybody.